Coach Willie Fritz.
Willie, what's it like, being able to come out and see the progress that's being made, knowing you're one step closer?
Well, it just every time I drive by here, it looks like they've done a little bit more, and every once in a while I'll sneak in and walk over here and kind of look and see. And like I mentioned in my comments, this was a big reason why I took this job. I've made this joke, and people think I'm kidding when I say it, but there's been a lot of jobs I've been interested in. They told me they were going to do some stuff. It never got completed. I might have been there for many, many years. It's neat that the University of Houston understands the importance of having great facilities to compete for championships in the Big 12 and also national championships. And this is going to be one of the top facilities in the nation when it's complete. One-stop shop for football, locker room, training room, where we eat. Meeting rooms, weight room, everything is going to be in this area. We're able to get right into our indoor facility. We're able to go across the street to our outdoor fields and then come in here to the stadium if we want to. So we're going to have some of the top facilities in the country at the Division I football level.
You just touched on it, but just how integral are ops buildings like this just to be able to sustain a successful program?
Oh, it's huge. We're having 15 kids in this evening on official visits. A large part of the visit is going to be me showing them what's going to be available to them in the football operations center. All those kids, that's all they're going to know. They're not coming in until next year. So it's huge in the arms race, the recruiting battle race. Everybody in the Big 12's got great facilities. We're going to be at the top.
Can you tell us the inspiration and the thought process behind this operations center?
This was they were planning this long before I got here. And, it's great at the university. Dr. Couture, Chairman Fertitta, and everybody at the University of Houston understood its importance. We've got a first-class basketball facility. This is one of the things maybe that was lacking a little bit with football, sharing facilities with 14 other sports. This will allow us to be on an even playing field with the teams we're competing with.
To have it under construction and be able to show the recruits, does that make it more tangible?
Well, believe me, we're going to drive by here 2 or 3 different times when they're here this weekend.
Willie, you mentioned that you can even play, but is it impossible nowadays to compete if you don't have something like that? I mean, how big of a...
I think, there's a few things that are so important when you're recruiting a student athlete. Obviously, academics. Houston's done an outstanding job in that area. We're a Tier 1 academic institution. You want to be in a great city, great location. I think we got that. We're in the epicenter of football in the world, not just the state of Texas, but in the whole world. And then you want to have great facilities. We're going to have those. And the last piece is the NIL piece. Something has entered the equation as well. But we're well on our way in all those different areas.
How do you feel about how NIL has gone since your arrival to today?
Good. We've had a lot of people who are excited about the direction that the program's heading, and it's a big part of my job. I probably spend 20, 30 hours a week on that. I think it's 1 in 6 college graduates in the greater Houston area are U of H graduates. We've got over 250,000 alums in the greater Houston area, so they're excited about this program. They're excited about the university.
Hey, Coach, last 7 months, you and your staff and the players, talk about their reactions and and everybody's sentiment seeing this place come this far, this fast.
Well, you're talking about the facilities,
yes, sir.
Just the program in general.
The facility.
The facilities. I just think our current players are very excited about it. I feel sorry for the guys who are going to be seniors. They're not going to be able to experience this, but the guys, we work out right over here, and these 2 areas, and they see it every single day. And, they know it's going to be a real deal here in just a few months.
Is there a lot of excitement amongst the players and your coaching staff when they're seeing this every single day?
There's just so much to sell here at the University of Houston. Talk about the academics of the city, but we also got the great facilities, and we've also got the conference to sell. I think in different top 25 preseason polls, I think I counted up 7 teams we're going to play that are ranked in different polls, in the top 25 coming into the season. So this is a big time schedule as well, and that's what we're looking for.
You talked about competing for conference championships, national championships again. Is it important to verbalize those longer term
Yeah, I think
goals?
so. I think, sometimes people talk about it, and it's just a dream. We can make that a reality here. It's one of the reasons why I came here. I wanted to compete at the highest level of Power 4 football. And, I just always thought there's just a ton of potential here at the University of Houston in the football program.
Couple more.
Good?
All set. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You guys.
My name is TJ Meagher. I'm the Senior Associate Athletics Director. Been at the university for almost 24 years now. Been working on capital projects since we built the stadium about 10 years ago. This is one of the most significant undertakings at the university. The biggest thing we've done before that was the stadium. But this is next level. This is elevating our program, elevating our university and department, being in the Big 12 and announcing ourselves as fully committed to the success of this sport. This is a revolutionary building, been able to take advantage of other design concepts done in other institutions, other projects, and add in our own needs to develop something that's going to be really exceptional for our program. It's very astonishing to believe that we started this 6.5 months ago, and we are just over a year from being completed. Don't ask me what the end date is. I'm not going to give it to you. All I can tell you is that we will have the building open for premium by the fall of 25 season. The goal is to have it all done by the end of June next year. That's a goal.
TJ, on the more immediate stuff like the school board and that, what will be available, operational, closed off type stuff?
Thank you. The video board will be fully operational, and it's a lot bigger than the one that we had. It's about 3 times the size of what was up there previously. That will be fully operational. Everything above us will not be accessible during the season. Everything that we're standing on, this entire concourse, will be fully usable through the season.
Do you have a rough estimate on how that impacts stadium capacity?
Well, we'll ultimately net out with what we're adding for premium and what we took away in the bleacher seating that used to be up there. But ultimately for this season, we'll probably lose somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 seats.
What does it mean to be able to show off the tangible progress and have people see that it's actually
Well, this is truly rewarding to see the impressive efforts of a design team that had a great vision and the support of the university, Dr. Couture, Tillman Fertitta, that said, yes, we need to make this commitment. This is what we need to do to take ourselves to the next level. But to see the progress, to go from early concepts of design, working it out to how we can maximize this footprint, take full advantage of this opportunity, which is amazing given how we built the stadium initially before there was an IPF, and we were able to now situate this to truly benefit everything that we want our student athletes to take advantage of. Great adjacencies, great amenities, things that will really make a difference in their overall ability to perform for UH and beyond.
You talked about the design. Is there 1 or 2 things with the design of the new building that you're most excited about?
Well, as I mentioned, we were able to look at other projects and the ideas that they had to take advantage of opportunities to make the student-athlete experience more efficient and more fulfilling. So we kind of started on the back end of this. What do they do every day? What do our student-athletes need to do on a daily basis? And we started tracking that and looking at, okay, we've got to really focus on when they come off the field, how do they shut off all their equipment and maintain the building. So we used a mudroom concept. So when they train almost daily, they come into this space, they shed all their sweaty gear, and they go through a car wash that blows all the pellets and dirt and grass off of them before they go into a cold tank. It's a long walk designed to put compression and temperature to aid in recovery, and then they go right into the showers. And while it may seem simple, if you keep the smelly stuff out of the locker room's a whole lot nicer and easier to maintain, and you get better life out of it. So thinking about that, how will that impact them? The efficiency is really significant. It helps with the equipment operations staff, sports medicine. Coaches get a better student athlete to work with, someone with a good attitude who can see what we're doing for them and make them the best that they can be.
Couple more?
You've been in the process on this from the beginning. Talk about how you're feeling seeing this almost every single day and the changes and the coming to shape that it's got.
Well, Austin Commercial has done an exceptional job in building this project because the progress is tangible every day. You walk out and you see more steel, concrete. They have an aggressive schedule and they're working with some amazing subcontractors who are really contributing to the progress of this project. So yes, every day that I drive past in the morning on Scott Street, I can see what's happened from the day before, and that is really energizing. And this is a major undertaking. This is 130,000 square feet, and there's a lot going on with it. We have a great design team working through all the issues with regards to conflicts in design that come from a project like this, and working through all the solutions. So it really energizes the attitude about how hard can we work to make this go better for everybody.
Any roadblocks that y'all did or anything like that, or anything that's sort of come up that you didn't expect, or on budget?
We are tracking very well, and you can't ask me a question like that because that's just like asking for trouble. Honestly, we found some remnants from the old stadium, Robertson Stadium, that did not get fully demolished, but it was nothing major. We had a quick plan to adjust to it, and it all came from the video board that we're putting up. It's 3 times as big. The foundations are massive, all due to the wind load in our proximity to the Gulf of Mexico. So ultimately, when we found those, we had to come up with a different plan of how to anchor that thing in, and ultimately it was our structural engineering team that gave us the solution, and the construction team reacted very quickly, lost minimal time, and were able to pick back up and get ahead.
Do you have an approximate date for the video board being ready?
Well, they'll finish assembling the diodes, so that'll be the overall structure of the video array. That'll be done, I'm going to tell you, by July 4th. There's still a lot more work to go, but I'm expecting that we'll be able to energize that thing by August 1st. But there's speakers to be mounted and the full framing in and all the steel that goes around it. We've been very fortunate with some of the transitions and going from steel erection to adding in all the other components that make it a video board, and we're encouraged by our progress.
Thanks so much, TJ.
One second, sorry. Can you spell your name? Can you say your name, spell it out for me, and what was your role again, please?
Sure. It's TJ Meagher, M-E-A-G-H-E-R, Senior Associate Athletics Director for Facilities, Operations, and Capital Projects.
Thank you.
Put that on a card.
For those interested